The Wendy Williams Experience. It's the hour of truth. Okay, before we bring CeCe Peniston in, let me just finish telling you about this Million Father March. So, like I started to tell you, oh gosh, there's an intern stampede going on.
People gave her the CD.
Okay, is that that's legendary? Is that new music?
No, it's legendary.
Okay, good. Then you know what song? Well, I got to have her come in on it properly. Anyway, for the Million Father March. So this is what they want from you black men on your kids' first day back to school. They want at least 100 of you posted near the front door of the school. They're talking about people whose kids go to schools with sizable black populations now. Because by you posting up near the front door of the school, they say you're creating an honor guard of strong, positive men supporting your children. And black men, this includes the elementary schools and the high schools, colleges and universities, the preschools, the nursery schools, Head Start, public, private, parochial, religious schools, urban, suburban, and rural. Only so you can go back to being, if you're no good the next day. What is the point of this? Well, if you're interested in finding out more information about the Million Father March, and listen to the tagline, 1 million black men to lead the nation back to school. It's the Million Father March. You can go to blackstarproject.org. blackstarproject.org. Art, will you be escorting Madison back to school on her first day?
No, I do that all the time. I don't need a march to do that.
Yes, and he does. No matter what you hear about the toe-isms and everything on the show, he's got some real soft pink times with his daughter and stuff. Anyway. Jason, open the door and keep it open. Art, hit the music. All right. We gotta love. Yeah, girl. It's CeCe Peniston in the studio on the Wendy Williams Experience. She's got her Starbucks and her water.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
Army green slacks, a crystal embellished belt, a peach colored shirt, fabulous gold rhinestone mules. What is that, a size 7 you wear?
7.5.
Jeez, you look fabulous. And I see a wedding ring.
Yeah.
Do tell.
Yeah, I just got married like 2 years ago in Maui.
Now, are you married to a manager or somebody in the business or something?
No, he's not in the business. And I like it like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, pull your mic down a little bit more. We haven't heard from you in so long that we need to hear every word.
Yeah, he swept me off my feet, cooked for me, rubbed my feet, fed me pineapples. I was like, get rid of all your women.
Yeah.
This one right here. Don't even play.
How long did you date before you actually married him?
About 5 years, 6 years.
Now, do you guys have children?
No, not yet.
Do you have children at all?
No.
Does he have children already?
No.
Wow. So you really start from, you create with it.
And I wanted that because I wanted that experience where, the experience where he hadn't been through it before.
Right. Exactly. Well, CeCe Peniston, everybody, in case you don't know, was the first female artist to perform in South Africa after the end of apartheid. She's also a former Miss Black Arizona. Good for you. Those were so many years ago. You don't even like to be reminded of that.
It's all good.
Yeah.
All good.
Well, you know what? This is all the stuff that CeCe's built on.
Well, I believe that because, it taught me a lot about poise and doing interviews and just, just stage presence, just everything. So I feel like it was a really good thing.
Yeah. So now you in New York City tonight, you're performing at the Shadow nightclub.
Yeah.
I understand you performed last night at the Sugar Bar.
Oh, that was real spontaneous, though.
Oh, you were just there having fun?
I was just there chilling with some of my buddies.
And then what happens? Somebody throws on the 12-inch of one of your songs and then they pass you the microphone?
No, they saw that I was in the house. Andre was there. I was there with Jason Diva from, Freckles.
Oh, from Making the Band. Uh-huh.
Yeah, we were out there and my road manager, James Ingram. No, not that James Ingram.
Okay.
And we were just hanging out and they said, are you going to, sing a little something? I was like, sure.
Yeah.
So then they played a little bit of Finally and I did Inseparable and just, one of the guys was sitting in the audience and I started singing to him and he came up and sang with me.
Did you do Inside That I Cry?
I didn't.
I love that song. Zoe loves that song too. Zoe, one of my girl Fridays, she's a young girl, but she is like a CeCe Penistonologist. She knows everything about you.
Thank you.
I love you.
Thank you. you. That's love. Thank you,
Zoe. So, is it true, the story that follows you, at least the way I got it, is that you were originally signed as a tax write-off and then you blew up unlike anybody expected?
See, Wendy, there you go.
No, there goes the legend, and that's part of why we like to have the artist in here to
You know what?
correct.
What happened was I just I did finally did really well. Really finally started off as a poem.
Yeah.
I was just chilling. They were like, I did background vocals for somebody else, and they were like, we love Finally. So then Finally did well, went to #1. So they had no choice but to give me some love.
Yeah,
I made them give me some love.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were thinking, but I made them give me some
And
love.
then off that same CD, we got Love Thang. And how many CDs did you put out in your prime?
I put out a total of 3 CDs. And I just put out another CD out in 2001.
Yeah, we're going to talk about your recent material. I understand you're back in the studio working on music now.
Yeah.
I also understand that you tried out for Dreamgirls, the film version that Beyonce and them are in. You tried out for the role of Effie?
Yeah.
Now, if you didn't get Effie, did you land somewhere in the cast, or that's that?
Actually, I haven't received word back yet. They wanted that had been suggested because they said they really liked the audition, but I'm waiting to hear news back to see what's going on.
Yeah, that's good.
Don't pay me to eat.
So, let me just look at the CD cover. Girl, you aged nice.
Thank you.
You look real good, CeCe.
Thank you.
Keep
you look
on
good
walking.
too, girl. I haven't seen you in a minute.
Thank you. So, an artist like you can go on forever performing because your music is legendary. It's that kind of music that will never go out of style. People are always in the mood for happy, feel good. We didn't have problems back then when it was popular club music.
Yeah.
How many weeks a year do you spend touring?
Well, I don't really tour. I usually do shows like on the weekend.
Spot dates?
Yeah, I do spot dates. I do shows on the weekends and then I'm at home. Right now it's been a lot different because I've been doing the auditions. I did a cartoon for children. I did voiceovers for that. I do little kids' voices called Farentina. And I've just been moving a lot more lately.
Now, when you travel around the spot dates, because you don't have any kids to leave behind, so you can really get your hustle on and stack your paper.
Yeah.
Does your husband travel with you?
He does sometimes because he's doing his own thing.
What does he do?
He's into real estate.
Oh,
and he
nice.
does film editing and stuff too.
Yeah.
So,
So now you still live in Arizona?
Yeah.
That's where you call home. What part of Arizona is that? Scottsdale?
I live in Glendale, which is like about 40 minutes from Scottsdale.
Now you're so creamy and milky. Where is your tan? The sun out there fries everybody to a crisp.
I am not that light. You are.
No, yes you are. Yes,
No,
you are.
I'm not.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
You're a light-skinned sister, CeCe.
It goes in phases. Sometimes I'm a little browner than others.
Yeah. What do you use? SPF 100 to live out there in Arizona?
No.
Like no convertible, no nothing. You just stay in the house.
That's right. I'm going to Miami, just so you know, in like 1 or 2 days. Well,
Are
actually
you?
Tomorrow, so I'm gonna be on the beach, and I'm gonna get it handled. So don't worry.
Yeah. Listen, in your prime, CeCe, were you a real diva?
I had moments.
Yeah. And what would you diva out? Take us through it, and we love it. We mean that in the best way here on the show. What was on your rider? What would you want?
I'm not real. I'm pretty simple. Some Moet. I like me a good massage facial.
Okay.
Spa, all that. Gotta have the limo. Gotta have the flowers. Gotta have, of course, the pay. Gotta have the per diem. Gotta have, the free meal. Just Bath and Body Works, stuff like that. I don't ask for a lot. If I don't need it, I don't really care about it.
Yeah, and who was part of your entourage? Because I know with age comes wisdom regarding a lot of things, and one being the people who hang out with you. Did you have a large entourage back then?
Not really. I had probably about 5 band members, about 4 dancers, 2 background vocalists. And then that was pretty much it. Maybe once in a while, one of my girls would come out on the road with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just keep it real. Who was ever my friend before I got into business was my friend after I got into business. And then I met a couple of beautiful people along the way.
Yeah.
And
Art is from Philly, and Art was telling me a story about you at being friends with Rosalind from Philly. So I'll just leave it to shout out to Rosalind.
Yeah, give her some love. Hey, Roz.
How you doing?
What up?
How old were you when you lost your virginity? Approximately.
Actually, I was a late bloomer.
Were you?
Yeah, I was like 18.
That's late for these days.
Yeah, I was 18.
How old were you at the time that finally came out? Approximately.
I was 21. 22.
Did you go buck wild? Because if you lost your virginity at 18, you were wildly famous by 21, 22.
No, not really, because I was the type I like to be more in a relationship.
Okay.
Than just to be out there like that.
Were you ever involved with anybody famous during these times? Anybody that took you through it? I mean, it's old news now, but you know, this is CeCe Peniston, everybody.
Never talk about what goes on behind closed doors.
Even when it's been over for 20 years?
Even when it's been over.
I got you. So your mom back in the day was your manager.
Yeah.
How did that end? Did you have to fire her? Did you, did we conflict? You like that?
That's why I love you.
But really, because I understand now you're managed by the same person who manages Maya, and her father is no longer managing her. Am I correct?
Yeah. Well, she was my manager for a long time, and
your mom.
Yeah, and she's not going to go out on the road and travel with me and all that. And she's like, baby, I can only take you so far. So, Lindsay, came along, and he's doing a really good job with me, and I'm happy.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you. And so, what do you think about the artists these days getting money really quick and then fizzling out? You have music that will last a lifetime.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, keeping it real, if you can get it all up front, I mean, get it while you can.
Yeah.
Because you never know what may happen along the way.
Yeah.
It's just really how the business is going because of the way that the music business has changed and how artists are being promoted. Mm-hmm. If you can get a little extra up front, that one single's going to do good. A lot of people make, like when Finally first came out, I was on the road for almost a year.
Wow.
And that's when I thought I made my most money doing that.
And were you ever a multimillionaire?
Yeah.
Nice. And did you spend wildly?
Yeah. You gotta have fun with it. If God blesses you with it, you gotta have fun with it.
Now,
my thing was shoes and clothes, and
the years following those 3 CDs, was there ever a point where you were like broke and had to work a regular job selling Lancome at Macy's or something like that?
You know what? Never had to work a regular job.
Oh, good for you.
Never had to work a regular job.
Good for you.
Now, there's some good months and there were some bad months. But, hey, that's part of the business. And, thank goodness, with me writing Finally, the checks still keep coming.
Well, you participated in the 2000 Olympics just by having that song Finally, right?
Yeah. And
you've made appearances on Regis and, then it was Kathy Lee and Rosie O'Donnell and Jay Leno. And do you ever get asked to do the great Hollywood parties? Because I can see somebody like Ellen DeGeneres, who's a friend in my head, inviting you till this day to her house to sing, at a party. You do just that kind of music.
You know what? I wouldn't mind doing something like that. I haven't, been asked to do a lot of that. I've been asked to attend, not really perform. But hey, I wouldn't mind. I think Ellen would be a lot of fun anyway.
Yeah.
She'd really be getting her groove on real cute.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. So, you toured with Grace Jones at one point. And now, did you open for her? She opened for you? How does that work? Because you're both so great. I couldn't figure out who would do what.
Thank you. Actually, we were doing the Wiz together.
Oh.
I had a lot of fun with Grace. Grace just kept me crying because you just never know what to expect with her. I was just loving her.
Yeah. So, when's the last time that you did something with her? Because I would imagine some of the shows that you do, like I know tonight at the Shadow in Manhattan, it's just going to be you by yourself.
Yeah.
But I would imagine a lot of what you do involves like some sort of old school dance diva reunion where you run into the Fonda Rays and the Grace Jones and you and Jody Watley and all like that.
Well, you know what? That does happen, but a lot of times you'll have already been in a city or you're going to a city where the artists are going next.
Yeah.
So we haven't really... The last show I did with like some artists, it was me, Evelyn Champagne King with Martha Wash. We did a show.
Nice.
Me, Robin Ness, and the Pointer Sisters, Bonnie Pointer.
Right.
So it just, it just depends on what's going on. Then I did an R&B show in D.C. with a band. So I do like a variety of shows.
Yeah. It's not, well, the point is that you're flexible enough to get paid, and your music transcends color lines to continue to get you paid.
Yeah.
Which is a great thing. So now, how's your health doing?
And
I ask that just because Just because, why not? You know, like you ask that to Toni Braxton and she'll give you a plethora of things. I was just reading in the Ebony magazine where she was talking about, you know, she had a little heart, you know, tick, tick, tick. And at the time, you know, of her trying to get pregnant or in between pregnancies, she also had, you know, the fibroids. She's talked with us on the show about this before. But oftentimes you ask people about their health and you're still a young woman.
You never know. Yeah, that's right. Y'all know I'm 21. Wendy,
Forever. Forever 21.
Okay.
Forever 21. So good for you. So now, who's in your family who's still a part of your camp? Your mother's no longer your manager.
No, but she's still working with me.
Okay.
He's my manager, but we still do all work together. I have my mother who's working with me. My road manager, James Ingram.
Yeah.
I say that because people always wonder if that's him, and he's always doing all kind of stuff. But anyway, then I have... that's it.
Yeah.
It's just my manager, Lindsay, my mother, and
keeping
James.
it simple.
Yeah, and then my husband, he works along with us, helping us.
How did you meet your husband?
In the gym, working out. Yeah. I said, if a brother likes me when I'm looking rough, let me get cute. Let me get my hair done and put some makeup on and get some clothes on.
Did he know you were CeCe Peniston?
He said that he didn't know. But I believe that he did. He said he figured out after he seen me like a few times. He said he thought I was trying to be cute. He said I was on the treadmill. He said I lifted up my shirt so he could see my badonkadonk. You know what I mean? I was like, I wasn't doing that. He's like, yes, you were.
Wow. And so then you guys met in the gym and you dated for like 4 years. Then you got married.
Yeah, about 5 years.
Isn't that great? That's nice. Well, it's really nice to see you, CeCe Peniston. Zoe, is there anything that a real CeCe enthusiast would want to know that I forgot to ask CeCe Peniston?
No, I think you did a very thorough interview.
Are you sure there's nothing else?
No.
Thank you, Zoe.
I'm satisfied.
Thank you, Zoe. And would you perhaps like to excuse yourself from the taping and maybe get an autograph or something like that? I know we frown upon doing that with the Girl Fridays here on the show. Art immediately wants to put you all's head on the chopping block when you do things like that. But we're
give a shout out.
Oh, go ahead. Do some shout.
I want to give a shout out to Ramon and Tony Everett from H&M.
All right.
Hooking me up with the clothes tonight, so
we love H&M.
Okay,
thank you, CeCe Peniston. Everybody, keep it here.
And my wife have been married for 15 years. They threatened to leave.
What did you do?
Had a problem with drugs.
You got the drug voice.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Just asking, what's your drug of choice?
You name it.
Coke?
Yeah.
Weed?
Yeah.
Crack?
Yeah.
Heroin?
Yeah.
E-pills?
Yeah.
Whippets?
Alcohol.
Gorilla?
Yeah.
PCP?
Yeah.
The Wendy Williams Experience. Wow.
Tomorrow to the Crab Fest. I'm thinking of maybe wearing that tomorrow. Yeah, that's
I want to see that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go remove my flap.
Oh, all right. Can you see how many fingers do I have
I
up?
can see it's 4, but it's just cloudy.
No, it's not. It's 2.
Oh God. It's 4 days.
All right. Have a good weekend.
Okay, you too.
Bye, Nicole. Thank you. Nicole is leaving the building after a hard week of work. It's my assistant. She got her LASIK surgery yesterday, so now she's going to get the flap removed or whatever, LASIK talk. And she was asking me, do I like, because Hadia, I told you Hadia, the wig lady. I'm about to spell the name since apparently you all didn't listen when I told you the first time. So she did I met Hadia because she was on the set of the Source shoot that I did for September Source magazine. And, I had my usual, clips going on and everything like that. And I just, she was on hair and makeup. So I figured, she'd, put the solid gold, plug the solid gold in and then give me a couple of zhuzhings and, a little Aquanet of the spray, of the piece that, that I had going on. And so she said, no. She said, I'm on my way to Europe. She said, look what I got. And she opens up this trunk. She had like 25 pieces in there. And she's like, oh, please. She said, I do pieces for this one, for that one, for this one. Wigs. For this one, for that one, for this one, for that one. I'm like, wow, okay. And so she said, and I think that this one would be perfect for you. She also listens to the show. She knows you could never have too much hair going on. At least how I look at it. And so she pulls out this piece and she says, here, I think that you look really good in this one. So, I put it on and whatnot. I wore it in this Source shoot. You'll see it in September Source magazine, page 70. And so she came by today, just like a pop by. And she bought something else, and I just love. So, her website is like a showroom. She does custom orders, custom coloring, custom. One thing that does make, you feel special is when you got something on that's been customized to you. Whether it's your jeans, you might have on Levi's, but if you got them taken in at the waist, then that means they were customized for you. Think about it. You might have a new Range Rover, but if you had to wait an extra 30 days because you wanted your custom color blended, then that's customized for you. So, why not customize your hair? I mean, if you can. www.hadiabarbell.com. I'm going to spell it once and then I'm moving on. Damn you. HADIIYA. That's Hadia. And the last name is Barbell. BARBEL. HadiaBarbell.com. Her website is like a showroom. And then, tell her Wendy sent you. Why not? Ow. Oh, you know what? Let's move on.